So why have I been running my SMMA now for 8.5 years when there's been so many other opportunities in that time to make money doing other things like drop shipping and info products, courses, consulting. There's so many different ways to make money. Why have I stuck to SMA for so long? This is a question I got asked by one of the community who I've just met face to face live yesterday. His name is Mo Vangini. Thanks for catching up, mate. It was incredible to meet you in real life. But he asked me that question and I sort of had an answer, but I kind of didn't, to be completely honest. And it's only until I thought about it a little bit more that I was able to really think and postulate why that actually is. So for those who don't know who I am, my name is Jimmy. Everyone calls me Uncle Jimmy. And like I said, I've been running my SMMA now for several years, 8.5 years to be exact. And I've learned a lot about service delivery along the way. And I help marketing agency owners deliver their service, get results, and keep clients for a very, very long time. And you can learn more about that in the school group, which is the description below, completely free to join. Got nothing to lose by joining. But yeah, this question popped up and I thought it'd be a great opportunity to sort of reflect on why I stayed in it and the importance of not just shiny objecting into everything that you see, that you come across. So why have I stayed in SMMA for so freaking long? Well, the answer is I really just wanted to see it through. That's the complete honest truth. I left a very high paying job to start my SMMA. And I said to my wife when I left that job that I was just going to make sure that I see it through, whether that was see it through to its end or see it through to where it can end up. And that's sort of what's driven me to do it. Along the way, like I said, there's been a lot of things that have popped up that I could have switched into, but I just kept thinking to myself, like, if I quit 3 years into this or 5 years into this, is that really seeing it through, you know? And that was always what drove me to the day after day, through the good days and the bad days. But there's more to it than that, I think. What I've learned over the last 8 years by having this agency so freaking long is that it's really, really powerful to have a steady income stream that is just sustainable and is always going to be there, right? So the thing is, with my marketing agency, I could have shiny object into something else and, there was potentially other ways to make money. But for me, that's incredibly risky considering I've gotten so much experience in the SMMA space and I've learned so much and I've got an agency that's established and going. Every time a shiny object will pop up, I would go, does this make financial sense to go and like switch into something when I've got this like stable income stream just coming in that's going to be here until I decide it's not? And every time I did that, I went, well, there's no real need to swap if you think about it like that. Yes, I could potentially make more money doing something else, but I always sort of said to myself that that time will come. I'll be able to do that in the future. And that time is sort of now, to be completely fair. I only do like 2 or 3 hours a day in my agency at the moment. And I'm sort of now looking at other opportunities and other things to do, mainly just to fill my days out. But would that be possible if I hadn't done the agency for as long as I have? I hadn't run the SMMA for as long as I have? No way. It's not only the fact that I've just learned a whole bunch of stuff along the way and built a lot of expertise and, people respect that expertise now and pay me for that knowledge. It's not only that, it's also the fact that it's very easy to go and try new things that are maybe a little bit more risky or that you don't know when you have a solid base to work from. And that's what doing something for a long time builds, is a steady base. I've been through the highs, I've been through the lows, I've been through everything in between, and I know that the agency is always going to be there. It doesn't matter how bad the industry gets or how much it shifts, that's going to make me money forever. And that's very reassuring because you only have to look at this group. I talk about this a lot, about how you should fully commit to things if you do them. You don't have to look at this group, this Service Delivery Kings group, right? A lot of people have told me how different this group is because of how interactive it is and how much I'm in there commenting. And really, I'm just doing it in a way that you would do it if you didn't have to worry about money. And that's what actually having the group does. And that's what having the SMMA does, and having done it so long, is it just gives me the confidence to do things like this school group without having to worry about how it makes money. Just do it the right way, make it the best, and then worry about monetizing it in the future. And I think it's also just a generational thing too. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I really like the idea that I've been able to grow something and stick to something that very few people have really stuck to. Yeah, of course, there's other ways to make money that are better than SMMA, but it's just nice to be able to put that feather on my cap and go, well, I've been in this space for a long time. I've gained a lot of respect by doing it for a long time. And yeah, it's a nice feather in the cap too, I think. But it was a great question. And I suppose where it came from in Mo's case, I think, is that he was just really wanting to know, should he change into something else? And my answer is, to anyone that's watching this and thinking the same thing, is like, you clicked on this because you want to know like the secrets to saying and why I did it, and it doesn't align with you. All I'll say to you is that it doesn't matter what you do, whether it's SMMA or you start an info product or dropshipping, just freaking stick to it, man. Just stick to it. See it all the way through, because yes, you might get 6 months in and realize that it's not the most profitable thing you could be doing. But people are rewarded for consistency, whether it's through monetary gain or experience or opportunities. People are rewarded for consistency. And if you're not consistent, then firstly, no one's going to take you seriously. And secondly, the opportunities are always just around the corner, or the learnings or the money is just around the corner. And so like, if you just change and flip-flop around and move to the next best thing every time something better appears to pop up, then you're just going to miss out on opportunities. That's the long and short of it. And I actually think that's why I keep doing it to this day, is because the longer I stay at it, the more opportunities have appeared, the more experiences I've gained, the more money I've made. It just like, there's been like no incentive to switch. And I'll just end on this too. Like, as you get older, so I'm 37, I'm almost 40 now, so I'm like an old man in this space, right? But as you get older, you realize that not everything is about extracting as much money as possible from something, right? Sometimes you do things because it suits your lifestyle. And because I've been doing SMMA for so long, it like perfectly suits my lifestyle. You know, yes, I could be making more, but at what point is more enough, you know? We make plenty of money and we live a pretty good life. We travel full time as a family and we're experiencing a whole bunch of stuff together. The only reason that's possible was because the agency is stable and it's been growing for a long time. Would I have had this opportunity to do what we're doing now if I hadn't just stuck to running an agency? Probably not. So I think that's what it is. Like, every time I decide that I want to switch into something else, that an opportunity pops up and it's like, well, I might as well just keep doing it for longer. You know, it's like this group. You know, the reason I think a lot of people are in this group is because I'm still in the trenches running my agency. Maybe if I was like fake guruing it and said, oh, I ran my agency 3 years ago and I don't run it anymore, maybe people wouldn't take me seriously in this space. I don't know. But yeah, it's just a great philosophical question to postulate on. And you know, if you're in the same boat and you're like sitting there 6 months into something going, oh, I don't know if I want to do this anymore, just remember that the opportunities are around the corner and you don't know where they're going to come from. And if you don't stick to something long enough, you'll never find out. All right, guys, take care and I'll catch you in the next video.